Today is May 22nd, and this is The View with Catherine Chang. Today's topic is U.S Taiwan Trade Agreement and China Economic Coercion. Taiwan and the U.S. have concluded negotiations on the first phase of the U.S Taiwan Initiative on 21st Century Trade. That is what we call the first agreement. At the same time, the G7 leaders took measures on the China economic coercion threat. Here are some points. A. The first agreement of the U.S Taiwan Initiative is expected to be signed by the two sides in June. The trade agreement comprises over 80 articles. It is the most detailed trade agreement signed between Taiwan and the United States since the U.S. and Taiwan broke in ties in 1979. B. The G7 countries are worried about the so-called China economic coercion. However, Beijing outrageously denied the accusations. Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Wang Wenbin even slammed the U.S. and said that the U.S. was the chief culprit. C. We know that the Biden administration banned exports of advanced computer chips to China last year and got the support from Japan and Netherlands. This action undermines Chinese President Xi Jinping's goals of making advanced semiconductor industries in China. But the questions remain, how far will the U.S. go? Will the U.S. sign the FTA with Taiwan after the first agreement of U.S. Taiwan Initiative? And how much will the U.S. limit on trade with and investment in China? We will wait and see. Here are the top stories. First, I want to talk about St. Lucia's Deputy Prime Minister to visit Taiwan. St. Lucia's Deputy Prime Minister, Ernest Hilaire, will meet with Vice President William Lai and Foreign Minister Joseph Wu tomorrow. They are looking forward to boosting bilateral cooperation. Also, the St. Lucia Trade and Investment Promotion Seminar will be held on May 24th in Taipei. On the other hand, G7 takes stands against China and the U.S. support to Taiwan. G7 leaders made a statement called G7 Hiroshima Leaders Communique. They call for a peaceful resolution of China's claim to Taiwan. It said, we reaffirm the importance of peace and stability across the Taiwan Strait as indispensable to security and prosperity in the international community. There is no change in the basic positions of the G7 members on Taiwan. Also, U.S. President Joe Biden reiterated that U.S. clarified to Beijing that it does not expect Taiwan to declare independence, but will continue to enable Taiwan to defend itself. There is a clear understanding among most of our allies. If China were to act unilaterally, there would be a response. In addition, Zelensky joined the G7 summit and received F-16 jets from the U.S. President Joe Biden officially informed his G7 counterparts to allow its Western allies to supply Ukraine with American-made fighter jets F-16s. According to CNN, analysts believe the number of aircraft sent to Ukraine would be approximately 200. Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky said that. He said the jets would greatly enhance our army in the sky. This will be a historic moment for the entire security, not just for Ukraine, but also for Europe and the world. On the other hand, Taiwan protests exclusion from the WHO. The WHO World Health Assembly takes place from May 21st to 30th. However, Taiwan has been excluded again for the 7th consecutive year. Health and Welfare Minister Xue Ruiyuan held an international press conference rebutting China. He said that China continues to make distorted interpretations of UN General Assembly Resolution 2758. This resolution only established the representatives of the government of the People's Republic of China in the UN. It did not exclude Taiwan from joining the UN or other related international organizations. Minister Xu Ruiyuan also rebutted WHO Director General Tedros, because Tedros said that Taiwan's participation in WHO can only be decided by the consensus of all member states, including China. However, Xie said that it's not true. Taiwan joined the WHO as an observer from 2009 to 2016 only by the invitation from the then WHO Director General. There is no such need as a consensus of all member states. In the end, I want to share with you that Taiwan team won the first place. We know that 4 high school students from Taiwan Pingtung formed the DDS Taiwan U.S Reach team and won the championship in the World Robot Contest. It is an international robotic competition for students from 4th grade to college, and they work part-time in night market to earn the travel fees for 1 year and finally won the championship back to Taiwan. Well, that is great. Well, this is The View with Catherine Chang, and today is Monday. I hope you all have a nice Monday. Catherine from Taipei, and I will see you again.